Welcome to the Dawn Osborne Show, Limitless Life. The big question women like you and I ask is, how do we do that? How do we have a growth mindset? How do we increase our emotional intelligence? How do we do life, business and marketing, and yet still remain balanced in the rhythm of our life and our family? Those are the questions that this podcast will answer. My name is Dawn Osborne, and welcome to my Limitless Life podcast. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dawn Osborne here from Fearless Women. I want to share a dream with you because I've had the biggest revelation about the number one thing that has sabotaged my life. And I kind of want to share the revelation so that you can kind of have a look at, see if something like this is operating in your life. And if it is, we need to kind of get it out and, get some new mindset happening. So in my dream, I had created a pottery piece, a piece of clay, and I'd made it into a robin, and it had little feathers on it, it had a little beak. And in my dream, it was like the most magnificent thing that I'd kind of ever created. And, I thought it was amazing. So here I am in my dream, and I take it to my mum, and I show my mum, and I'm super proud. I'm super excited of the achievements. I'm thinking, I'm not even a potter, and I've created this. But she, in my dream, she goes, oh yeah, oh, that's nice, love. And kind of that was it. And in my dream, I was a bit like, oh, I thought this was amazing, but you're not really kind of thinking it's that great. So anyway, in my dream, I go back to my bedroom and I get the piece of clay and I smash it to pieces. And I woke up out of that dream thinking, oh, wow, that's a really significant dream. I don't know about you guys if you're dreaming lately, but I really believe that kind of God speaks to us in our dreams. And there was a real message in that, and I really kind of meditated on what the meaning of the dream was and what, how that had operated in my life and how it had sabotaged some of the things that I had created. So as I kind of unpacked this dream, I realized that the robin was a representation of the things that I've created in business. And sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, you really do put your heart and soul into the creative process. That's what we do. We love creating. So here I am, I've created this robin, and I've gone and I've taken it to someone who I thought would really love it and who would really, encourage me. But she didn't. In my dream, she didn't. And so I've gone, oh, it mustn't be very good then. It mustn't have value. It mustn't be, she doesn't seem to have as much, value over it as I do. And I'm like, oh, how many times then I asked myself, how many times have I created something or done something? And then because I haven't got affirmed by someone about it or encouraged, have I, gone away and kind of smashed it to pieces, pulled it apart, sabotaged it. Obviously it has no value, so therefore I'm going to ditch it. When really, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't base the value of something on someone else's opinion. And then I wondered how often I had done this. How many times have I created something and then because I didn't get affirmed by someone, absolutely smashed it to pieces or ditched it or disregarded it. And so, one of the questions was like, oh my gosh, where else is this operating? Where else am I doing that? Could be in a relationship. I could be, I could be sabotaging friendships or relationships because I'm not getting affirmed by that other person. And so that got me to thinking about love languages, right? So I don't know if you guys know about love languages, but love languages, it's a book. You can Google it if you Google the love languages. I think there's 5 love languages. One of mine is words of affirmation. And so in my dream, because I didn't get the affirmation from my mum about the pottery piece, I kind of went away and smashed it. Is that operating another person? If I don't get affirmed by someone else, am I sabotaging my relationships? Am I sabotaging my business somewhere, because someone's not affirming me, because my love language is not being met? Words of affirmation. I'm an encourager. I encourage people. I verbally, encourage people, and I receive love through words of encouragement, words of affirmation. And so really the reason that I wanted to share that with you is because maybe there's somewhere in your world that this is operating for you, especially if your love language is words of affirmation. There would be somewhere, you know, it could be sabotaging relationships if you're not receiving the words, you know, that make you feel loved, if you're not receiving the right words, or you're not, you know, your product, no one's not, you know, there could be people who's not loving your product. Well, not that they're not loving it, they're just not telling you that they love it. And so you could be sort of sweeping stuff to the side. You could be sabotaging some really good relationships, some really good business ideas, because you're not getting affirmed by others. And so what the purpose of this was just to shine some light of awareness, ask you those questions. Is it operating for you? If it is, we need to bring it into full awareness, and we need to create a strategy on how to stop that operating. And one of the things that I've learned in my own life is that once you got awareness, you can find the things that you can create a strategy to stop that operating in your life. And so for me now, I've learned that if I create something and someone doesn't affirm me, it's okay. It's okay. You know, is my product helping someone? Is it you know, is it doing what it's supposed to do? Is it bringing a result for someone? And those are the questions I need to ask. If, you know, not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to tell you that they like you. Not everybody's going to like your post. Not everybody's going to like your product. But you know what? If you believe in it and you have a vision for it, and you know it's going to serve someone or help someone, I just want to I want to affirm you today that, you know what, it's going to be okay. Your relationships are going to be okay. Your products are going to be okay. And I want to encourage you to go and do some research on your own love languages to see if this is, you know, see what your love language is, and to bring some awareness if this could be sabotaging your life. Anyway, I'm going to fly because I'm out walking, I'm at the beach, I'm down at Currimundi Lake in the Sunshine Coast, Australia, and I need to get back to my family. But you have a super, super blessed day, and I will catch you next time on Dawn Osborne, Fearless Women. Bye!